Big Man Vino from Inspiring Natural here. And doing a little grocery shopping, I guess. Looking for some Visine. Because I've been getting high all day. So, topic of discussion for this evening is going to be what I've learned for staying on my path of the game. Or what have I learned from the game? Now, before I end any of my videos, I always say the best game is no game at all. But that derived from a humble beginning. Let me explain. Any goal you want to accomplish in life, you really have to stay true to it. Attack your fears, anything you're afraid of. You have to go towards it, because otherwise you're just prolonging the inevitable. This is why we break down when we have midlife crisis, because we're actually afraid to see the situation for what it is. We're always making excuses and blaming someone else for our shortcomings. You're going to be met with adversity in life, and if you rise to the occasion, you're going to be rewarded. But complacency is definitely something that we don't need to get used to. We need to break that spell of complacency. There's no such thing as being perfect. But at the same time, it doesn't give you an excuse to give up now, does it? Where's the damn Visine? I'm tripping. So whatever I do in life, I'm just keeping it real. There's no use to lying about whatever your situation is. Because you're only lying to yourself. And tell me, how are you going to achieve that lying to yourself? 2020 is here, guys. You have to keep that best foot forward. It doesn't matter how bad the other one hurts. As long as you have got one good foot, you can always take one good step. How's anyone going to meet you halfway if you're not willing to take a step with them? So what have I learned from the game? There was a time when my self-esteem was really low. I thought it was about money. I thought it was just all about looks. But it has a lot to do with your confidence. And hopefully, if you guys go through a rite of passage or whatever that may be, you will get the confidence, and it will derive from unconscious competence. Now, when you reach that, you have reached a level of mastery. I'm well beyond the intermediate. When you can truly be who you are, then that advice that we was given as toddlers, the advice that our mothers, our grandparents, granddads, fathers given us, but mainly for the moms, they used to tell us, what is it they used to say? Yes, your mom said that you can be anything you want to be in life. Just be yourself. But that's the hardest task of them all, my friends, finding out who you are. Because if you're trying to be someone who already exists, then you're nobody at all because the person you're trying to be already exists. Isn't that obvious? Maybe not, because you guys are prolonging the inevitable. What I learned from the game or my journey, that's what I call this video, what I've learned from my journey. Journey. What I learned from my journey to becoming an alpha male. How about that? Yeah, that's going to be the title. So anyway, this world owes you nothing. No good deed goes unpunished. How long are you guys going to continue doing things hoping that someone's going to reciprocate it? Haven't you realized not everyone has your spirit? No one has your charitable spirit. Some of you guys are offering charity and you're looking for something in return and you're pretending like you didn't want anything. But silently, you're angry, you're smeltering with anger because that person hasn't reciprocated your deed yet. So what I've learned from my journey is to count it as a blessing if you can learn from the task at hand. Everything is a test. Even our women, guys, they test us. Just like a dog will test its owner. And men, we do the same thing. We're all animals. We can all be classically conditioned, and we can also be operative conditioned. And those are terminologies used for animal training for you guys who are familiar with the psychology of training your pets. So, does that make us any better than the other animals, the other mammals, or what have you? No. You can learn a lot from a dummy. And it's time for us to wake up and stop being dummies. Stop becoming stop becoming aware of only what everyone else is doing aside from what you're doing. You do not have diplomatic immunity, my friends. Hold yourself accountable. Most of all, what I've learned from my journey to becoming a man, to becoming a dating coach, to becoming a pickup artist, to becoming a alpha male, to become responsible, uh, was to go and attack my fears. When you go after your fears, you have no more excuses. This is what I love so much about Batman. You know, what I love about Batman is he's afraid of bats when he was a child. He was afraid, but somehow he took that symbol and he made it something else that gave him that empowered him and such. So it is what it is. 2020 is here, and the coronavirus, that situation is still going on. Everyone is shopping. Everyone is afraid. They're trying to survive. They're trying to put themselves uh, in a situation where they can fend for their families. That I can appreciate. But aside from that, if there's a situation that needs to be addressed, you can't continue to run away from it, guys. This is what I learned from my journey. Still haven't found the Visine yet. Am I a good host or not? Yeah, this is what I do for you people. Get lost in the store. So let me continue my quest to hunt the Visine. And just keep in mind what I'm talking about, guys. This is going to be a three-part video series, okay? And this will be part one. From yours truly, Big Man Vino from Aspiring Natural. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Yeah, that's the button down in the right hand corner. Yeah, just hit that notification button so you will be notified when I upload new videos. Let's get the likes and the shares and the subscription going on, guys. This really helps me help you. Aspiring Natural still here, and I'm your host. I'm yours truly, Big Man Vino, and this is my way of signing off. And as I always love to say, the best game is no game at all. Until next time, ciao. Ciao.